Top model, perfect shade of chocolate. Treat me like Craig David, can you feel me? Yeah. Shot color kitty, she only perfect for me. I know that these creeps like to creep on my black coffee. Anybody fuck with mine, they gotta fuck with me. Make it all C's, type rule, shorty don't speak. Get her bag and leave. No, I ain't jealous, just a little protective. Buttons stay pressing, kinda intrusive, sending a message. Cause supermodel, bright. Don't let no one try to dim your light. Supermodel, bright. Supermodel, yeah. Supermodel, bright. Don't let no one try to dim your light. Supermodel, bright. Modeling contract that you in Paris. Insecure as ever, I start fucking up. Had to change my number twice to keep the balance. Then pressure tipped the scale. My ego made me feel as if your interest wasn't there. Now you really ain't there. Had to send emails cause you go LeBron and chase down black without a warning or a care. Now I'm toxic, reminding you of your father. The cycle's getting karmic. Supermodel, right? Don't let them down. Don't let no one try to dim your light. Supermodel, bright. Don't let them down. Supermodel, bright. Don't let no one try to dim your light. Supermodel, bright.
Book the flight before I even have passport. Fast forward, feet on my Mercedes dashboard. Blowing smoke at the Lorenzo, mashing passport. Backspace it, back for. Who'd have left you, but I couldn't take it that far. We can't fuck without protection when your man's small. Remember how we used to form as a landlord. PK pulling up on you with a glass jaw.
Used to have you bending over backwards. Flexible for me, you did gymnastics. And every time I think about what we could have been, I die. Just a little inside, just a little.
Must be nice. Not doing shit. Just fucking it all the way. And you don't have to do nothing all day.
Viewer discretion is advised.
That's it, it's the vibe.
What up, everybody? I want to welcome everybody out to Midweek Vibe. I'm your boy Cobain. That is Draper Winston.
I am.
And
I am.
oh man, it's dark as shit outside and hell is hot.
Man, it is dark outside. It's dark than a motherfucker outside. And shit, it feels like it's, 9:30 in the evening, but damn it, it's only 6:38 in the evening. But damn, it is dark as shit outside.
No, what the fuck going on with my mic today?
Yeah.
Shit.
You having to, what they call nigga rig it?
Something like that. God damn. But no, I saw Lil Duval said something earlier. He was like, it wasn't getting this goddamn dark this early in the 90s. God damn it. What the fuck going on?
I ain't take it to the 90s. Like in the 90s when they getting this damn dark and daylight savings time. Like shit, they said fuck daylight savings time. We gonna daylight take all the shit time.
Look, cause in the 90s, the 90s was the standard. But look.
You don't find that suspicious?
You don't find that?
You don't find this shit suspicious?
Like
bro?
it is dark. Like it's really Like it feels like it's 10:30 at night and everybody should be getting ready for bed at this moment. That's how it feels.
Bro, it is light outside at like 5:49.
Like, bro, 5:47 and 32
Yeah.
seconds. The sun is already peeking at you, talking about what's up, motherfuckers.
Got you jumping out of fucking bed like, fuck, am I late?
I'm like, damn, I know I set my alarm. My alarm going off early.
And look,
What the hell?
And my alarm goes off at 6. Look, 6. I got one. I got one to go. See if I say 6 again. It's 666. So, hey, fuck it.
You just have to refocus your thoughts. That's all it is.
No. That is the right thought or whatever, because 666 actually breaks down to melanin, which isn't. Never mind. That's a whole nother story. Brother Shabazz
It's already out.
is not on duty tonight. He's not.
Oh my gosh, you done got Brother Shabazz out already,
Hey,
Rocket?
I mean, no, look. People need to understand what shit really means and what they're fucking hiding from us. 666 is not a fucking devil.
It's not bad.
It's not. It's not
It's
bad
not
at all.
bad.
Whatever. But they've tricked y'all to. But okay. So. Oh man.
Y'all done got him started already. And we ain't even 4 minutes into the show, damn it.
I know. How's your day? How's your week been?
Man, my week has been amazing, and amazingly, ever since the switch over to Team Nike, I've been getting stories after stories and all sorts of compliments and all the stuff like that, right? Saw one today. Our LM sent a picture to our group chat talking about, there's a party that's coming up. They call it Checks or something, right?
Yes.
And they were like, "There's no Puma, show parties that they're throwing.
No fucking party around no Pumas.
And then they're not. And just so as I go through this transition period now, and as I go through this transition period of going from Team Puma to Team Nike,
Yeah.
right? And so I'm doing a total flush, right? I donated every piece of Puma clothing I had. Okay, gave that shit away last week. This week I'm purging all of the Puma shoes, so I'm either gonna sell them or give them away, right?
Gotcha.
So as I'm doing that, I'm thinking about giving the shoes away, some of the shoes away and shit like that, right? And it's amazing how difficult it is to get these motherfuckers off my hands. And so it's like,
you know what comes to mind? if y'all have ever seen Barbershop,
yeah.
remember when Ice Cube tried to get the money back or whatever, and the boogie was like, "No, it's yours." He was like, "I don't want it.
I don't want it.
It's yours. You better take this."
I don't want it. And he started running through the damn Chicago streets. I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want the money. I don't want it.
Now you're making this harder than what it is. You better take this money.
He catch him throwing up against the fence and shit. You better take this damn money, man. But that's what it's like, man. It's trying to get rid of them. And then as I go through them, right, and the Nike pairs that I have, right, and so I had a few Nikes that I had left over, right. So I have a pair of Kyries that I'm gonna break out, right. I got a pair of Air Force Ones that I'm gonna break out, right. And so as I'm starting to move, I have my Puma shelf that had all my Puma shoes, and so I'm moving those, and I'm replacing them with my Nike as we go Team Nike, right.
Yeah.
And as I start to look at the shoes, I'm like, damn, man, some of these motherfuckers was lame as fuck, man. Why was I like, why did I buy these hoes? Like,
what did you say? Look, it wasn't swap meet. What was it?
Oh, flea market,
flea market.
Flea market ass shoes. Like, I feel like a couple of these shoes are like the Dad 12s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey.
some of them was just like, man, these are not.
Man, I could swear. Now you had a couple Karen 5s in there.
I know I did, man. I know I did. I feel like I just wanted to say, when I put the shoes on, I wanted to, can I see your manager? Can I see the manager? That's how I felt when I put some of them shoes on. Like, some of them had the Velcro, like, would go across the entire shoe. And I was like, damn, how the fuck was I wearing these hoes? Like,
Hey.
they not even.
Hey, you had you had at least one Pell Grant 7s in there.
Man, I know I did, man. I had a fast for 3. I did. I had a fast for 3 and a Pell Grant 9 in that motherfucker, man. I just and it's amazing. Like now as my Nike collection, it's growing pretty fast. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
And so
Pause.
as I'm walking pause on that, right? Shit. All I said was growing fast. Pause.
Shit.
But anyway, so as it's growing, pause.
Thank you for the bar that I'm about to use.
I'm pretty sure, but there's no way to get around this shit, right? But as it okay, even if I say this word, as it expands, pause. There's no real way to say it. The amount of compliments that I've gotten in just this week with being with Team Nike, is out of this world. I'm like, damn, like.
Yeah, bro.
Motherfuckers really wasn't rocking with Pumas. And I guess it took a flea market ass nigga video to show me that, nigga, you ain't got to be different, nigga. Just be stylish. Like, shit.
Don't try to reinvent the wheel, bro.
Can't reinvent the wheel.
It was put there for a reason. It was put there for a reason.
Man. And I learned my lesson. I was trying to do something different. I was trying to bring some light to some shit that needed some light. And hey, look here, Puma, you still need some light. Now, damn it. But
yes,
I'm not going to be the motherfucker to bring it to you.
Not at all.
Not at all. Tell you that. So it was a good run. Y'all have fun, Puma.
Yeah. But speaking of learning lessons, might as well get into this midweek minute.
Let's get it going.
Oh, man. All right, people. I'm tired of y'all. I'm really tired of y'all. You know, social media, as well as your emails and everything else, they have a certain feature now. Certain feature now called two-step. Look, hey, I ain't talk. Look, no, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about what was his name back in the day. A two-step.
Jaquan,
something like that.
Jaquan. Was that his name? I don't know if that was his name. Look, but it was two-step. He was a one-hit wonder. Yeah.
Look. I'm not talking about that. They have a thing called two-step verification.
Yes, that's correct. That is correct.
Put the shit on your bitch ass profile. God damn it! I'm tired of seeing. Do you want $10,000 quickly to your Snapchat to your cash out?
To your cash out.
All you gotta do is look, blah blah blah, and I'll send you to the Bitcoin, blah blah blah. Look, you motherfuckers,
man, these scammers is out here.
All y'all shit getting hacked.
It's getting hacked.
All y'all shit getting hacked.
Yeah.
All of it. You know? Look, you have to be aware of these fucking scammers. You have to be aware. And somebody did not tell grandma about this fucking process. All right? Because now I said, look, last week I had a fucking story. About this woman, she got scammed religiously. Ooh. About look, casting demons out of the fucking house. she bringing mattresses that they cut into.
They cutting into, and they carrying mattresses up and down the stairs.
Last week we were on the church side. This week we're on the heathen side. All right, so. Po grandma, and these scammers got to her heart. They got to her heart, bruh.
Po baby.
So they called her.
She ain't know no better.
They called her, bruh, and told her that her granddaughter had been in a car wreck.
Her granddaughter had been in a car wreck.
They called her and told her that her granddaughter had been in a car wreck, a severe car wreck.
So that sounds pretty normal.
It does.
It sounds pretty normal.
It does. But
you don't find that suspicious.
Play that one more.
You don't find that suspicious.
Listen, they call you.
Okay.
And look, I get a lot of robocalls. I get a lot of robo-texts.
Yeah. They're getting out of hand.
Matter of fact, some of the motherfuckers will say, matter of fact, I got one this morning. That motherfucker said somebody tried to use your goddamn card, your debit card, at Target. This was BOA, but it had a link up under that motherfucker.
Dog, I had one For one, I had one that said today. It said political call.
Oh my God.
It said political call. I said, what the fuck is that?
Look, shout out to AT&T. That fucking call ID is
a
beast.
man.
Look, because pretty soon I'm gonna start picking up the phone. What the fuck you want, Billy?
What you want?
Billy, what you want? I know you in Michigan, Billy. What do you want?
What do you want?
All right, but they called her and told her that her granddaughter had been in a severe wreck. You waiting?
I'm waiting. I want to know.
Wait, there's more.
There it is.
As they saw that, grandma wasn't with the shits,
Uh-huh.
they put
Oh my God.
they put a woman on the fucking phone that was supposed to play the role of a lawyer.
Uh-huh.
To talk to grandma to try to convince her.
So
Because they said the 82-year-old grandmother's granddaughter was in legal trouble.
but they said she was in a wreck.
Yes. Mm-hmm. In the car wreck.
Right.
That it led to some legal trouble. And it had a woman or their friend get on the phone and act like a lawyer to convince grandma.
Just when you think society has lost its way, feels like it's going even fucking further.
But wait, there's more.
How is there more? Like,
Yo, hold on. They convinced her. They convinced grandma to withdraw money from her local bank and deliver the money to a carrier.
oh my gosh.
You want to know how much it was for? You want to know how much it was for?
It was, if we talking to grandma, it was like $13.74. That's what my granny used to write her check for.
No, bruh. No, bruh. It was 70 racks.
$70,000.
70 thou.
And grandma went and grabbed $70,000.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. After grandma done grabbed $70,000, there's more.
Hey, you look. At that point, grandma was still kind of, she was still kind of leery of that shit. She was still kind of leery. Hey, why the fuck? Look, 70 grand.
I mean, 70 grand.
That
We're
is
talking-
70.
right.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
We're talking 70 G's here.
So the next move, they put somebody on the phone that convinced grandma that was her granddaughter.
Has grandma not ever heard her fucking granddaughter's voice? Like that's what is it? Queen says, does grandma have a granddaughter? See, that's what we trying to figure out right now,
Yo,
Queen.
no,
That's what we
seriously.
trying to see. Does grandma even have a granddaughter?
Listen. Look, hey, I have no fucking clue if she had a granddaughter, if she got Alzheimer's, if she, whatever the fuck, but motherfuckers convinced her ass
To pull $70,000.
$70,000 out of her fucking bank account.
Oh man.
Nigga, she put a lien on her AARP, all that
Oh
shit.
my gosh.
Social Security gone. Hey, she even look. Hey, she even refinanced her WIC, bro.
Oh man, them motherfuckers. See, can I extend my WIC payments to 30 years instead of 15 like I had it before? Can I extend my monthly? I want to lower my premium.
Hey, grandma said, I got 65,500. I give you the last 500.
I give you the last 5.
in food stamps. I give you the last 500.
You can make it work, baby. Just make it work. I've been
Hey.
making it work for 72 years.
Dude, that's
She pulled 70. So somebody called her,
yeah.
said that her granddaughter was in a car wreck, and then got their friend to get on the phone to act like they were a lawyer,
Yes.
to ask Granny
Ask Granny.
to pull out $70,000.
70. So they had somebody get on there that acted like a lawyer, and they had somebody get on the phone that acted like they were her granddaughter.
All for 70. I mean, well,
Yeah.
you say all for 70.
all for
but
yes, yeah,
that's
yeah.
$70,000. Now, okay. Now, it's fucked up.
It's very fucked up.
First of all,
very.
but however, this may sound kind of bad, but it's kind of clever. Okay, it's kind of clever because, right? Because I mean, I wouldn't want nobody going after my granny like that, for sure.
But
right?
look,
but my granny knows all our voices.
but I know. But look, I'm about to say, look, fuck Granny.
Right.
Hang the fucking phone up and call my goddamn phone. What are you doing,
Granny? You can't be at bingo and act like you don't know what's going on.
Granny?
Yes.
Yeah. Call my fucking phone, goddamn it. What the hell? Seriously.
Dang, man, I feel bad. I feel bad for Granny, man, because that's $70,000. 70 G's.
70.
And so Granny met with these people and gave them the $70,000.
Yeah. She pulled the money out of her bank and did that drug transaction. You know, she left me in unmarked bills and
sweet potato pies.
and she dropped the trash bag in the dumpster.
Dog. Man, I mean, to never see them folks ever again, and they got a smooth 70 G's.
70 G's, bro. They got a smooth 70.
And ain't no way for Granny to get that back.
Ain't no fucking.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no fucking way.
Ain't Granny.
Well, I don't know. She might get it back.
How? How's she gonna get that 70 G's back? Because here's the this is how you got to question how she's gonna get it back. She went to the bank.
Yeah.
She signed it out. She signed out that $70,000.
But
so how is she gonna get that back?
But plausible deniability. She can look. They can trace that call or whatever like that. She can tell them like they, and obviously they may be able to trace that call.
Okay.
To other scams that they may have been doing.
True.
Unless it was a burner phone, and they just,
And the way technology is set up, that's gonna be really tough to track.
Very tough. Very tough.
I think they can make it happen though, but that's pretty bad.
You know what else is bad, bro?
Make me want to make a few phone calls, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not.
Hey, if y'all look, if y'all don't see midweek for a couple weeks,
if your phone start ringing, your phone just start ringing from these unknown numbers.
Help me.
Answer the phone, damn it.
Help me. Practicing my voice right now. Help me.
So hey, how you doing? This is Lester from the law firm law firm of Jacobs and Jacobs. I was calling on behalf of you have a family friend who is in trouble and who has been in some serious issues.
No, how them collectors get you? Who might have the opportunity to deal with?
They try to be real nice to you.
Who might have the? Bitch, you call my guy phone. Shit.
I'm on your call log, bitch. You know who the fuck you call.
Who may have the opportunity? I am he, and he is me.
And I am that.
Yes. But man, look, hey, we gotta move this shit along and get right to we got a new fucking segment, y'all.
Yeah, we do. Let's do this.
A new fucking segment. New. It's called Sound Off.
Let's do this.
It's it's where we pick a random ass fucking soundbite out there. And whatever you want to call it.
I mean, metaverse, universe, it's the verse. There ain't no telling.
Out there in the verse.
In the verse.
Play that shit. And then talk about it. All right.
Let's go.
You know what? So I'm gonna turn this shit up so so IG and them can hear this shit.
Y'all gotta hear this.
Who cut your hair? Who cut your hair? Your shit fucked up.
How?
I'm gonna play that shit again.
Play it one
Who
more.
cut your hair? Who cut your hair? Your shit fucked up.
Your shit is fucked up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, bro. Like, I think Soulja Boy could always be a go-to for sound bites.
I mean, he stole my whole fucking flow.
Bar for bar.
For word, bar for bar.
Yo, no. So okay. So let's dive into this shit. Let's
Okay.
dive into this shit because we've all said that shit to our boy before. We've all said that shit because everybody at one point in time, if you look, growing up black,
That is true.
everybody at one point in time, your mama done tried to cut your fucking hair.
Okay. When it's my turn, I got 2 stories about that shit. Like 2 stories
No, you
Yes.
go. You can go. No, I'm serious.
about haircuts.
Oh my god, bro. And look, everybody that had their mama, look, your mama or your daddy, whoever, didn't want to spend their money, and they just put that bowl over your head and just took the clippers, took that bowl over your head, just took the clippers, and just went. Look, it just went. Matter of fact, they held them shits. They held them shits upright and just went down like this.
And you would hear the damn buck.
No, it was bad when you hit it.
It'll grow back, baby. What you mean it'll grow back?
Hold on, why you ought to make it? Yeah. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was it? Did you just plug me?
Did you, mama? It's on my hairs on the floor.
It's okay, baby. It look good.
It look good, baby. Here,
look
hold on.
good.
I'm gonna even it out. You gonna even out the plug?
What up, Chad?
How you gonna do that?
Yo, you gonna even it out? What you gonna do is cut all my fucking hair off?
You go cut? How you gonna do that?
We ain't got no shaving cream. You got to shave my fucking head now.
Man, that,
Pause.
You know, right? Pause. You know, I love my mom. I love my mom. Now I tell her this story to death. I tell her this story to her face. I've told it to her face.
It's been a midweek minute, Chad.
Right. She used to cut me and my brother's hair. Right. But this is where things got bad. Okay. So in the 90s, right, at one point in time, all of us wanted to have a curl. Okay. So we all did the whole little cool S curl. Get the taper fade, right? Get the taper fade, the drop fade, right? Get the drop fade, and then you get the texturizer on your hair, right? So we went first to the barbershop for him to do it. Okay. I'll never forget it. His name was Mr. DeHorny. That was his name. DEHHORNEY. DeHorny. I'll never forget.
Really, nigga?
Yeah, that was his name. Yeah.
DeHorny.
DeHorny. That was his name, right? But he was the barber of barbers in Arlington, right? He could do any type of cut that you wanted. So he would cut me and my brother's hair, cut our hair. He did the drop fade for us, and he put the S curl on our heads, right? And then, but this was what was so cool about it. He even did the little long part, right? He did the long part, you know what I'm saying? So we thought we was just like, you know, in some singing group or some shit like that. That's how we felt, okay?
So y'all had that high five.
We had yes, that exact fucking cut.
Spread my
You know what I'm saying?
and fly away.
I like, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly the cut we had. That's a perfect analogy, brother. And so my mama was like, you know what? I'm going to save us some money.
Oh my God.
So she said, I'm going to do it myself, because I sat there and watched him do the cut. So we go to the local Walmart, which is around the corner. She grabs the blue. We go to the local Walmart, which is around the corner. She grabs this blue box. It says S curl with the black guy on the front of it. Okay, blue box, black guy on the front. He's looking at everybody. You know, his curls is sitting right. Okay, so
See, I got the bad one. The good one was when he was like this. He was spraying the activator.
yeah, see, we ain't had that
He
one.
had the eyes closed. He had the eyes closed, spraying the activator.
Spraying
Right
the
there.
activator. Yeah, no. We ain't had that shit. No. She got, I guess it was the great value version of the S curl.
Nigga, she got y'all the Fruity-O's.
Nigga, she got us
Ain't
the
no-
T curl. Nigga, we ain't even had the S curl.
You ain't had no Fruit Loops. I had the
The
Fruity-O's.
Fruity O's and the cinnamon squares, not the cinnamon toast crunch. We got the cinnamon squares. So hey, what the Fruit O's? Is that what we got? That's what we had, man. The sweet flakes. That's what we had. Not the frosted flakes, but the sweet flakes. That's what we had, right? And so she said, I'm gonna learn it. So my mama, she let our hair grow out.
Oh shit.
She let it grow out, and she did exactly what you just said. She did the chili bowl look, right? So she cut it because she didn't really know how to fade. My mom not no barber. She didn't go to school for this.
Oh my
She got no certificate that's hanging next to the big mirror and the mirror with all the light bulbs around it. She ain't got one of them.
Oh shit.
Right? So she's fading us out. And so she's like, all right, come on, it's time to put the activator in your head. So she sits us up on the damn sink, right? And so we laid up on the sink. We got a towel on our head and everything like that. And I was like, man, I don't think this is the process because, man, this ain't how Mr. DeHorny did it. This don't feel right, right? I just don't feel right. I feel like it's too much hair on top of my head. And I feel like this is
You
not
don't find that suspicious?
at all. I was like, I couldn't say anything. I was 13 at the time. I was like, I couldn't say, Mama, this shit is wrong. I couldn't say that to her, right? And she's doing my hair. I couldn't say that to her, right? So she puts the shit on her head, man, and it just didn't curl right. And so it just looked like I had this big bird's nest on top of my head. So
Get that Malcolm X now. You gotta leave it in a little bit longer.
you gotta leave it a little bit long. I'm sitting there fanning that shit like on the Temptations and shit. I'm just fanning that shit, hoping that shit would work, and it just didn't work, man. And so I'm walking around with a big ass, and I got called out, man. I went to church, man. It would be church people to talk bad about me. I go to church and it was like, oh damn, you think you cool, huh? You got that bush on your hand? I said, nah, it's an S curl. It's like, nah, you got the QRST. You ain't got just the S. Like, what the fuck you mean?
Oh shit.
So
Bruh.
yeah,
Okay.
it was a bad experience.
I just remember the fucking story. My homemade haircut fucking story. So obviously this is tell our fucking age, but we grew up look hey, the Bobby Brown, every little step I
Hey,
take.
come on.
So I wanted to look, hey, had the fucking Gumby.
You did the Gumby?
Wanted the fucking Gumby.
Oh boy, I never did the Gumby. You did the Gumby?
I had not, bro. I done had every fucking haircut look up under the sun. Up under the sun, I had to look. Had the backwards ramp, had the booty, had the Gumby, had the Tupac. I had all that shit, bro.
Did you ever do the South Side, that one piece right there?
Fuck no.
Okay, niggas are still wearing that shit.
I know they
Just
are.
thought- But
I know they
okay,
are.
okay.
I know they are.
Go
I know they are.
Just
And they look and they get the fucking hair plants right now to do the shit. All right, so
niggas around this bitch getting pieces and shit.
Chad said, "I'm never talking to you again." That you had that, I would have clowned you. Yo, so my mom decides like she want to cut my fucking hair and shit, or whatever. Mind you, want the Gumby, want to look supposed to go to slant.
Yes.
My mom put a fucking speed bump.
Oh.
This side was shaved all the way the fuck off.
Oh wow.
And this side, I was out here looking like a fucked up ass Tetris board and shit. Seriously, I love you, mama. No,
Don't cut my hair no more, mama.
no, you ain't touching my
Don't
shit.
cut my hair no
Not,
more.
look, not now, another time.
No more, mama.
Hey, look, look, like I said, she tried to pacify it. Like, no, baby, look good. It look good. It'll grow, baby. It'll grow. If you don't cut all this shit off my
If
goddamn
you
head
don't
right there,
cut this shit off my head,
all of it. Matter of fact, no, she's like, nah, babe, you blah, blah, blah. Okay, all right. Act like I hopped in the goddamn shower, whatever. Grabbed the goddamn clippers and cut the other fucking side off. God damn it. We not doing that.
hell no. So all right. So I do got to ask this. So was there ever one time, right? Because you cut it yourself.
Yeah.
That you thought you could be your own barber.
Oh, no, I have been, I have been my own barber.
I think every dude
Listen,
has been their own barber at one point in time.
my shit started
Yeah.
after high school when I went to college.
Yeah, I think that's what I think that's like the enlightenment period of let me try this myself.
Well, here's why. And ladies, you are not the only fucking ones. Barbers are to guys like beauticians or like
Facts,
y'all. Look,
100%.
we don't trust just any fucking body
Right.
cutting our hair.
Right.
So my barber was like in high school, he was cold with that shit. So when I went to college, I was like, fuck, who the fuck gonna come out?
Right.
So I let my shit start to grow for a while. Well, actually, matter of fact, let me tell y'all, this is how hats became my fucking staple. True story. Because I used to cut my shit. Cutting the hair wasn't a fucking issue. it was edging that shit up.
Oh.
Because you edging it up backwards.
Yes.
You looking in the mirror, you edging that shit up backwards.
Yes.
Yo, this fucking line right here was all the way fucking
Was,
over here.
man.
You edge up.
One
edge
side
up,
gonna be fucked up. And you
edge up going down. I was like, fuck. Hey, so look, start throwing on hats and shit.
And just, shout out to my brother. I have to send this shout out to him. I'm gonna apologize again for fucking your edge up.
Yo, shout out to my sister-in-law. She fucked my brother. Look, when I say she pushed that shit back,
Dog.
she pushed that shit back. What was the one style that dudes were wearing when they kicked up in the back of the neck? Oh my God, you talking about that ducktail shit?
The ducktail. I never rocked the ducktail or even the little, not the
that little bar,
or the little. It was just like a little square,
yeah,
or something like that. I could never do
cut the whole fucking face.
That
his
man,
hair just laying back.
I knew
here.
it. Yeah, I remember, dude. Man, he had like an actual ducktail, and that bitch came down to like his shoulder.
Nah, bro, I
And it was just that one piece.
The black person's mullet,
right? The booty haircut, and that what they called it, the booty.
No. Like, well, I had the booty haircut. Like, you just got to pick and pick that shit out. Like you got the
What
waves.
they call it, the
Got
shag?
the waves and shit going back to. Yeah. Look. My brother talking about, my sister talking about. Look, she said don't do that. No, you fucked his head up. Had my brother walking around with headbands on
Hey,
for
man.
a couple weeks.
That shit happened. Hey, listen, don't take that shit personal. I done fucked up a couple of hairlines my damn self, and I had to apologize to him. My brother had to walk around in 19 caps for a week and a half.
Yo,
to let that bitch even out.
She was trying to give him that Steve Harvey. Trying to give him that straight edge, that crispy. Nah.
And what's crazy was it ain't even really the top part.
No, it's not.
It's them sides.
The sides will get
right?
you.
It's the sides that will get you because if you take one too high, right? You got to. The only way you even it out is you got to take the other one to that same height.
You know what's happened. The times I've taken one side a little bit too high in the past. I let that motherfucker be a little bit too high. Fuck that. Because people pay attention to the fucking like the top line.
Right.
They pay attention to that shit. The sides, yeah, you can see that shit. Or if, like,
but it ain't really just.
It ain't really
It's not really just the focal point.
Nah, it's
if
not.
you will.
It's not. But it's about that time, man. Let's go ahead. Lyric Lounge.
Let's do this. All right. So, for everybody that's just joining on, this is your first time experiencing Lyric Lounge. This is where myself, Draper Winston, I find and I pick a song. Pick a song and then we read the lyrics to that song. And I do the lyrics in some sort of voice or I sing it or something like that. Right? And then my brother Cobain comes back with his interpretation.
These sex bars.
Right? Of the song. God damn. Well, fuck. Yeah, that's what he comes back with. Pause. These sex bars. Right? So now it's sex bars. Okay?
I at least got to give you like four bars.
At least four of them. That'd be like some sort of sexual innuendo.
Because the mantra now is I'm like Dave Chappelle or like that or like R. Kelly, whatever. I could take one fucking thing.
True.
And like I'm gonna spin it like 50 million different ways.
Here we go. Right.
You know? So let's go.
Right. So this week's Lyric Lounge, right, is coming to you, all right, from Will Smith.
Oh shit.
And Nate Dogg. Because I only feel like it's right doing this song, right? Doing this song, that his part you have to do a certain way. Okay.
Hold up.
All right. So here we go. Right? Regulators just we regulate any stealing of his property. And we're damn good too, you know. But you can't be any geek off the street. It has to be esoteric, and you gotta be handy with the steel. Like if Jada, Willow, if you know what I mean, you gotta earn your keep. All right.
Oh my God.
All right. So regulators, mount up. All right. Because you it's this thing that you gotta be organic, and it was a clear black night, and then it was a clear white moon, and when that happens, you have to decide. You have to decide that Warren G was on the streets trying to consume. Okay? You make that decision. Some skirts for the eve so I could get some phones. And see, it's esoteric. So you gotta rolling in my ride and I'm chilling all alone. Just hit the east side on the LBC on the mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. Seen a car full of girls, ain't no need to tweak. I gotta get this part out. All of my skirts know what's up with the 213.
Hold on, so I bust the left, and that's a known fact.
I gotta get back. I gotta skip. So you know what's up with the 213. So Nate, thank you for that. It was amazing. It was just it was organic, you know. And so I hooks a left on 2-1 in Lewis. And what's amazing, when I'm in Philadelphia, we have the same street. And you have to decide. You have to decide, Cobain, that you feel this deep down in your heart that some brothers will shoot dice. So I decided, let's do this. And it was the greatest feeling in my life. I said, let's do this. I jumped out the ride with no fear.
Oh my God.
Fear isn't real. And I said, what's up? And then, I gotta say this. This is good. I gotta say this. Check it out. Some brothers pulling some gas. So I said, I gotta say this. This is good, right? I gotta say this. And so I said, I'm stuck. Nate Dogg, take it away. Since these girls peeping me, I'ma glide and swerve. Then them hookers looking so hard, they straight hit the curb. Onto bigger and the better things, like some horny tricks. And I see my homie and some suckers all in his mix.
Oh shit.
You just have to feel.
Oh my God.
You have to decide, Cole, that that's what you want to do.
Oh man. Are we fucking ready? Are we fucking ready? Are we fucking ready?
Let's get jiggy.
Oh my God. I said, we on the west side in the low rider, pushing them hydros.
Boom.
Said you want 2-1 in Lennox.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows. We had to pick up some tricks. I think that was no surprise.
Ooh. You have to decide.
You have to decide. I let her shake my dice.
Oh.
Until she give me those snake eyes.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I need to change my shit back around to me.
Bars.
Bars. So I got to look. I got plenty more.
Bars.
Oh man. There you go, right there. Who? See, I done lost all my fucking
Cole. You got to decide what you want to do. I can't love Jada anymore because every fucking day at the red table, she tells me she's had entanglements.
Speaking of entanglements, I let my sneaky link slide through as we. Ooh. See how I'm trying to go with this one. I let my sneaky link come through.
Ooh.
But shh, it's a surprise.
Ooh.
We like to do Paw Patrol. I let my backyardigans surprise.
This nigga done said some cartoons.
I did. Oh, man.
This nigga went to cartoons. Oh
But I used to watch Scooby-Doo.
Oh, my God.
5 a.m. on Saturday mornings.
Boom.
You know, when you at home. I pin up against the wall.
Uh-oh.
We making marks.
Uh-oh.
She says, "Ma, have you grown?" Y'all will catch that later.
Y'all better get that shit.
See, when you growing up in the house, they used to mark your height
Oh, man.
with the pencil on the wall. Man, the shit that I've done ever since I gotten tall. Mo said 5.
Mo, it's just what he does, Mo.
Because my house is still.
Come on.
My house is still until it quakes and she lets me play with her.
Uh-oh.
It's what I sound like when my will be getting Jada to her. No, ma. It's right before I released this manifestation to the world. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree.
Boom.
You should give it a whirl. Or a grapefruit. Or that Gawk Gawk 3000. It ain't about the outside, but what you're housing. Release it to the world.
Oh, man. Oh,
As it
man.
comes out of the cocoon. If y'all didn't fucking see my post, Podfest is coming soon.
Boom.
This Sunday to Big Fact from 4 to 10.
Yes.
6:50 to 7:20
Boom.
is where they fit us in.
Well.
There'll be drinks. There'll be food.
Boom.
A lot of networking, you see.
Yes.
If you come and hang out, you'll see Draper. And then you'll see me. We are the vibe. Although it's the midweek, it won't be that day. Mr. Weaver, where the fuck you been?
Man.
We just want to say hey.
Mr. Weaver. Listen, you have to decide that you want to be here because fear isn't real. It isn't real, Weaver.
Fear is not real. Fear is not real. Once you tap in, you'll see that thus far. We'll just call this the metaverse. I don't want to go blue, so play with my avatar.
Somebody come get him. Somebody come get him, please. Somebody.
He said it feels real. I'm afraid now. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be. No, man, I'm going to stop, bro. We got other shit to get to.
Somebody get him.
Oh, my
Somebody
God.
get him.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Because I'm the Fresh Prince.
They just call me Will.
or the bad boy that I am. We're gonna put this shit in the box with your mama titties. Please handle it with care. I am done.
And we're gonna throw that shit in the ocean.
How we gonna throw? Look, we're gonna put that shit in the box.
In a box?
With your mama's titties. All this other shit. We gonna throw that shit in the fucking ocean.
Not even Jacques Cousteau can get that, brother.
Oh, man, I just can't. I can't get erection, man. That shit
Mike, will you hit me from the back?
What the lady said, look, and y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus. You're just nasty.
Y'all run this child pornography all up in here.
Oh, man.
All right, y'all already know what time it is. It's time for
Let's get it. Here we go. This week's What the Fuck moment. This one may make you all make some changes with where you go and what I would like to say dine at. All right. We all, have our moments where we got to make a couple of stops,
I
and
think I might fucking know where you going with this shit too. God,
life gets kind of fast, and so sometimes you got to just dip into a spot and grab you something and then dip right on up out of there. You know what I mean?
yeah, call it a quickie.
Call it a quickie. You know what I mean? They have different spots called Quiznos and stuff like that. You can dip in, get you a sandwich, and dip on out of there. Well, this week, one of the staples of fast food, sandwiches has just been brought a few things upon them. They have a value meal. And each day you can go in and you can get yourself a certain sandwich. Mondays you can get yourself a roasted. Mondays you can go get yourself a cold cut turkey, cold cut trio. On Tuesdays you can get you a tuna classic. On Wednesdays you can get you a roasted chicken sandwich. On Thursdays you can get yourself a Black Forest ham sandwich. On Fridays you can get yourself a roasted turkey sandwich, right? And that's it, because it's just for the week. Don't ask me how I know the menu. I just do, okay? And so there's been some allegations that have been brought upon this said sandwich company, okay? And in 2020 memories, right, I remember having partaken.
He said the 2020 memory.
In my 2020 memories, I remember partaking into one of the sandwiches of the week. All right, because one of the sandwiches of the week is you can go in, get you a foot-long sandwich for $6. All right, Subway.
Eat fresh.
Well,
T West was good.
Well, motherfuckers, this shit ain't fresh.
Ah.
All right. So Tuesday, if you recall, I said Tuesday was the classic tuna.
Yes.
Okay. We all know, and we have all had tuna sandwiches. Okay. Most of us have. Some of y'all may not like to eat tuna sandwiches, whatever. But for the most part, if you eat a tuna sandwich, then you've eaten tuna with relish, mayonnaise. Some like to put mustard in it, or the Miracle Whip.
No fucking raisins.
No raisins. No. Fuck that.
No paprika.
No raisins or paprika. Okay.
God damn it.
All right. Now it's okay to put a little garlic salt, a little garlic powder, a little onion powder to give it a little kick. If you want to do a seasoning, you put some Tony Chachere's or the Lawry's. That's it. All right. Anything else is unfucking civilized. So Subway tuna has been found to contain chicken, pork, and this is the what the fuck, and cattle.
Sounds about right.
Chicken, pork, and cattle.
Bruh.
Yo.
Cattle.
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 Okay.
And so they saying that now there's lawsuits that are going against Subway. Okay. I will probably never ever eat Subway ever fucking again. I mean, I never really was a big fan of Subway in the first place.
Look,
but for a quick sandwich, jump in.
Look, you
and you
know,
out.
I used to get the All American,
Yeah.
or I used to get like the what was it? I don't know why the fuck I'm talking like a goddamn villain in the movie. Right
Yeah,
now.
you do got that. Yeah, so I used to get the sweet onion teriyaki chicken.
What was the look? What was shit? It was another one, but it was it was another cold cut. It was I ain't get,
the cold
I ain't never get look. No, I ain't never get no fucking.
You didn't get the
tuna.
cold cut trio?
No, not the cold cut trio. It was fuck.
So there was
The
another one,
Italian.
the Italian,
Yes.
right? The Italian trio,
with,
right?
with the salami,
The pepperoni, and then there was
pepperoni,
one other one. I can't
and then
remember what
think
the-
it may have been turkey or something.
It
like
may have
that.
been, yes.
You know, with the bacon and
Yes.
cheese and with the
Yes,
veg.
absolutely.
I ain't never touched that fucking tuna, that meatball bullshit.
Well, I never did the meatball. Pause. Never
Yeah,
did the meatball. I only would do the roasted turkey, the chicken, sweet onion teriyaki chicken, and that was really it.
The chicken bacon ranch was the other one. I
That
used
was
to
it.
get.
Yeah. So that was pretty good.
T West said, what did they put in to make it fishy?
Okay, so here we go. We're finna break this down. All right. We're finna break this down. So this is what the lawsuit and the allegations are claiming. All right. So the lawsuit and the allegations are claiming is that the alleged mystery meat actually contained traces of chicken, pork, and cattle. All right. Chicken, pork, and cattle, and the DNA according to new lab test. All right. And so what it's saying that 20 samples contain detectable sequences of chicken DNA. All right. And the alleged discovery of the other animal DNA in the meat subway perpetuates to be perpetuates to be tuna not only undermines the marketing of 100% tuna, but it also is it opens up the sandwich chain to a host of other ethical violations. So there was some actual tuna in there, but to
So
as our
basically,
granny would say, to make it stretch,
to spread it,
to spread it.
now they used to look. Your granny used to put milk in your eggs. and spread it out.
Yes, absolutely.
I about to say, but
Yep.
But according to Jessica Simpson, they're well within their right, because tuna is the chicken of the sea.
Is it?
You remember that shit? You remember that shit? Jessica Simpson said tuna is the chicken of the sea.
If y'all do not listen, if y'all don't remember that fucking reference, oh my gosh, it's chicken. No, the fuck, it's not.
Tuna is the chicken of the sea.
Oh gosh, yes. So Kel say I'm going vegan. Yeah, I'm like, so we don't know exactly
Look,
what's in that tuna. We don't even know if the chicken is chicken.
I'm finna grow my own goddamn. Give me a goddamn egg, and I'll start from there.
I mean, at this point, I mean,
Yo,
shit.
Look, y'all still y'all eating at McDonald's, and look, y'all fucking still eating at Arby's. Arby's got Arby's got goddamn.
They got roast beast. I'm not gonna even say beef.
No,
they got roast beast.
These motherfuckers got hot wings now.
Arby's
Got fucking hot wings,
you
bro.
fucking lying.
Look, hey, they got fucking hot wings.
Arby's
bro.
has hot wings
hot wings.
for fucking what?
Tell me
why?
Look, tell me you're a drug front without telling me you're a drug front. They got fucking hot wings, bro.
That shit's a bodega.
Allegedly.
That shit's a bodega.
Hey,
That shit's a bodega.
that's more than a fucking bodega. Look,
Arby's is a bodega.
yes, and buffalo wings were made of buffalo. She did say that shit
She
too.
did say that. Guess so it's real buffalo on the wings? Is it buffalo wings? The fuck is wrong with you? You need a hug, bitch.
T West said she's only eating the cheese fries at Arby's. I ain't even fucking know they had cheese fries.
Shit, I ain't eating shit from Arby's. You may be eating fucking cardboard and you don't even fucking know it. I'm not eating it. I'm not eating shit from Arby's, okay?
You eating rat. That's what
you eating. That's what the fuck you eating. You eating rat and dirt. That's what you eating, okay? You eating rat, dirt, and quarters.
Hey, they told y'all. Arby's. We have the meats.
We got the meats. Like, but
They got raccoon. It got dead.
Why didn't we question that saying, right? We just hear it on TV and we don't question that saying at all.
Arby's.
Right?
We have the meats.
And they say it so strong, just Arby's. We have the
Michael
meats.
Clark Duncan. No, is that Michael Clark? No, that's not Michael Clark.
We have the meats.
We have the meats. Oh my God! Look,
I don't give a shit.
Mo said, "Who still eat Long John?" Fucking right. Who still eat Long John Silvers?
I had it like 2 years ago.
No. What are those fucking little poppers that be in the bottom
At
of the shit?
at the bottom.
What the fuck is that?
Okay, so some nigga that worked there, right? He used to tell me, yeah, man, them crunchies, man, and them just be at the bottom of the, when we cook the fish and we throw them in the basket, and then we throw them up under the lamp, man. Them pieces break off, man, but people like them shit, so we just throw them bitches in there. Yeah, man, that's the best part of the fish. I was like, nigga, that ain't the fish, nigga.
That's fucking tilapia.
That's the shit. Like,
okay, people, fucking tilapia is not a real goddamn fish.
it's not. Tilapia is the bacon of the sea. Tilapia is the bacon of the sea.
No, tilapia is what the fuck they call that shit? The turkey bacon of the sea. That's what the fuck that is.
So,
go ahead. Go ahead. Oh wow, I haven't eaten Long John Silver's since high school.
who's still eating turkey bacon? Okay.
Who?
Because I stopped eating turkey bacon when I realized, where's there a turkey pig? There's no such thing as a turkey pig. So why the fuck are we eating turkey bacon?
Where the fuck, you know what the turkey bacon is from? It's from the goddamn, just the neck of the goddamn turkey.
It has to be.
It's the neck.
It has to
Hey,
be.
look, T West talking about it. She loved turkey bacon. Where the fuck is the bacon coming from on the turkey?
Where is the bacon going to come from?
It has to be the neck.
Because we've had, next week is Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And we've all seen a turkey, whether it be fried, roasted, however you cook it. We've seen a turkey.
Look, I know with certain ethnicities, there's a SAT with ethnicities.
Yeah.
I know what they do with the talons, which are the feet. I know what they do with that.
Where the fuck is the bacon coming from?
Where is the bacon coming from? She said, I don't care. It's delicious. Yo.
I don't care where the fuck the bacon is coming
Where the
from.
fuck?
It's delicious.
That sounds like everybody eat McDonald's.
Does it?
I don't give a fuck.
I don't
Them
give a
fries
fuck.
cold as shit.
Shit. They the best fries in America. I don't give a shit.
Fucking McRib.
Motherfuckers.
Hold on. How the fuck you eat a McRib, goddamn it, in the bones? You eat right through the goddamn bones that they got in that shit.
Like, where did they take the rib from? Okay? Because if you look at the McRib, right? If you honestly look at the McRib, you cannot see where the actual bone came out of the McRib.
They got it from a deer, bro. They got it from a deer, bro.
Somebody get my friend. Somebody, please.
Bruh.
This nigga say he got it from a deer, bro.
Look, that's the only fucking explanation, bro. That's the only way you can explain that shit.
Well, motherfuckers be really out here like,
Look, they out here like they got a fucking piece of clay and shit, and they molded the shit to look like a goddamn bone with the fucking real meat on the shit. How the fuck?
ain't no way that motherfuckers is eating the McRib and talking about that shit is good.
Look, T West, we not talking about the drinks, the high C orange and shit like that.
No.
I've never had fucking ice cream from McDonald's because that shit don't never fucking work.
Never works.
But we talking about these goddamn sandwiches or the meats.
That's what we talking about. The fucking meats, right? So okay. My daddy, I love my daddy. Goddamn, I love my daddy. But that nigga would order a fucking Filet-O-Fish. I mean, like, it was just
that square ass piece.
That square ass piece of fish, man. My daddy would order the shit out of a fucking Filet-O-Fish. He said, "Man, come on, y'all. We finna go to McDonald's." Me and my brother's like, we don't really want that shit.
So they cut. Look, McDonald's cut their fillets out that shit like that scammer was cutting holes out the fucking
mattresses. That might be what the shit is made out of fucking mattress juice and shit. Now motherfuckers is cutting in perfect squares and whatnot.
Perfect fucking square
with a little shot of fucking tartar sauce on it, just and then I was like, 2 buns, and we got a Filet-O-Fish.
They put a pickle on it.
No, They ain't even do that shit. Cheap asses. They ain't even do that shit. You put a motherfucking just one glob, and halfway the glob be on on the left side of the bun. It don't even be on the.
That's because
in the middle.
That's because that cinder block be hanging over the side and shit, and the buns. Look, you know what? That be pissing me the fuck off. Be pissing me the fuck off. Whenever I go look fat and get. Matter of fact, that's why I go to Brahms. Brahms treat your shit
like a delicacy.
They treat your shit right. They treat your shit right.
Delicacy.
Now, don't know what the fuck going on inside.
No,
but they treat your shit.
I feel like Brahms, and I just think Brahms hides it well. I think Brahms is like the Chick-fil-A of open kitchen fast food, right? It's like a Waffle House.
It is.
Okay, because at any moment, like I've seen some Brahms where motherfuckers been yelling at each other, but they keep it under wraps. It ain't like Waffle House where a fight just break out in front of everybody. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? We in WWF and it just going down.
Yeah.
At the Brahms, they keep that shit civilized. They do. And then they go to the back and they come out and they hand you your cherry limeade and your 1-2 scoops of ice cream and your California avocado burger.
Look, and you know what's so, and look, I've said this before. Brahms is my love language. So whenever I need, that's my comfort food. Whenever I need to pick me up, I get the double meat, pause.
Good
combo. I get that combo. But look, the thing that I love about fucking Brahms, I can substitute my goddamn drink for Oreo cookie shake.
You can
without no fucking charge.
No charge.
With no fucking charge.
No charge. You can get whatever drink you want.
So look
at Brahms.
So I normally get the burger combo.
Yeah.
And their fries are always fucking hot.
Yeah.
Always.
They season well.
Yes.
And even pause. I'm gonna even say it, but pause. I'm gonna say it in the beginning.
They got the crinkle fries.
They do got the crinkle fries.
Yes.
But pause. Their meat is seasoned. Pause. I said it before and after. I said it twice. Their meat is seasoned. Pause. It is. It's like it's better than Whataburger. It is. Their cheese.
Facts.
Their cheese is always layered correctly.
Yes.
Right? Not like if you go to McDonald's, half your hamburger patty got the cheese, and then the rest of your bun got the rest of the cheese. Right? At Brahms, they lay it correctly.
They do.
They take their time.
They do.
Yeah.
They take all their fucking time.
They do.
Uh-huh.
My favorite is the California burger. Man, it's double meat, pause, with some with pepper jack cheese.
Oh.
Yeah, with pepper jack cheese and guacamole. Right? So you spread it on top, and then they have this pepper jack kind of sauce that goes on top of it. Man, and then I get myself a cherry limeade single scoop of sherbet. Man, and I get my cherry limeade.
I gotta have,
and I'm solid.
I gotta have my shake. Bro.
Gotta have that shake.
That shake.
See,
eat it with a fucking look. Throw that fucking straw out the goddamn window. Don't give me no goddamn straw.
Okay, so y'all don't fight me. The only time that I do get a shake, don't fight me. Don't fight me. I'm not saying it's the best, but if I'm just in a hurry and I gotta go there, if I go to In-N-Out Burger, I gotta get a strawberry shake. I don't get the fries. The fries are the armpit of the world.
They are them little thin ass
shoestring fries.
Listen, all you motherfuckers from Cali, y'all can be mad at me all y'all want to.
Please. Let's debate it.
Look, In-N-Out is nothing but a glorified steak and shake.
That is exactly what it is.
That's all it is. In-N-Out is a glorified steak and shake.
That's it.
It damn sure cannot compete with Whataburger
at all
or Brahms
at all.
Everybody else. I mean, hey, some people may say Five Guys.
Five Guys. I even think Five Guys.
I've never been there.
It's a little overrated.
I've never been to Five Guys.
I've been there once, and I just wasn't impressed by the burger. I wasn't impressed by Five Guys.
Look, In-N-Out. You can't even fuck with Wingfields.
Oh God. Ooh.
Can't even fuck with Wingfields.
Ooh. Now In-N-Out, they are nice.
They are.
They're sweet.
Yes, they are.
Hey, do you want a to-go holder? You want a car holder? You can get in the car, or you?
Hey,
what are you doing with it? They are nice, but it's just subpar food.
That's it.
That's just all it was for the lines, for the way that the lines be around the corner, around down the street, and all that.
In and out.
At when
Really?
when In-N-Out's first opened, there was so I remember when it first opened here in Dallas, there was one In-N-Out on 75, and that up there by North Park.
Yeah.
And so the way you get from there, you get off the service road and you go down, and it's right before it's that at Caruth Haven. It's that off that exit.
Okay.
So the line started, and it wrapped back to damn near Mockingbird.
You know why? Because all you fuckers from Cali moving to Texas.
That's exactly.
That's
You're probably
why.
right.
That's why.
You probably fucking right.
It's some other Cali, like Cali, I guess Cali bread, restaurants.
Yeah.
That are coming here because all you fuckers from Cali are moving.
Yeah, I'm
here.
moving here. Stop.
Look, and
Don't come here.
Hold
no
on, look,
more.
and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Uh-oh.
Canes. You can't fuck with Chicken Express.
It's from
I said it.
So Cane's is from Louisiana.
Is it?
It is. It's based in Louisiana.
Is it?
It is.
You know, bland ass chicken is
It
based
is.
in?
It
Really?
is. Yeah. It's based in Louisiana.
Really?
It is. I don't claim that shit though, but it is based in Louisiana.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Cane's is based in Louisiana. Okay. The chicken is bland as fuck.
Bland as hell.
It's the sauce that makes it, and the toast. Right, it's the sauce and the bread that really makes the chicken tenders. Okay, I'm with you. I'm choosing Chicken Express with the serendipity salt.
Hey,
yeah, man.
Look,
Pop.
Give me
You
that.
feel me?
Look, give me that fucking salt on them.
Yeah, Cane's is
Listen.
Cane's is trash. Now, don't tell Lil Boosie that because Lil Boosie will fight you over raising Cane's. All right.
Hey, I'll throw it. Look, I'll chunk a fucking piece of Cane's chicken at his fucking head. Like,
Shit, I wouldn't.
pause.
Man, Boosie has survived everything, and I'm not saying anything about Boosie, okay? And
Yo,
nothing.
Hey, no, look, Cane, like I said, it'll make do
If you're just hungry.
if you just
Right?
it ain't nothing else around.
Ain't nothing else around.
It'll make do.
The fries are okay,
Yeah.
but it's like In and Out. That's
Little
how
baby,
it is for me.
Little baby crinkle fries.
Yeah, they are, and they only give you 7 of them. It ain't like they fill it up, right? They give you 7 of them.
No, and they put the shit in the styrofoam. So by the time you get home, your shit is watered the fuck down.
The bread on your chicken is falling off. You know what I'm saying? It's like the bread is soggy. Like I can't do anything with this. I don't. You get mad. I don't even want it now. I don't even want it. I'm not hungry anymore.
You turn to Will Smith.
I just want crinkly, crunchy chicken. I decided I want chicken strips, and Cane's didn't give me that.
No, that I promise you, that shit be watered the fuck.
It's so bad.
No, look,
dog.
hold on. You can't eat the bread. You can't eat the bread.
No.
Look, the fries be all soggy and shit.
Nigga, the styrofoam be soggy. Nigga,
So now you need 2 or 3 things of sauce because you got to dip the fries and everything else in that shit. Hey, but the lemonade go hard.
Hey, them all the Palmers.
Hey,
man.
but the lemonade is not fucking with Chick-fil-A.
Oh, now hold on.
Yo.
Now hold on.
Let's go.
Oh, you talking about with Chick-fil-A?
Yes.
Okay, so no, it is not.
You, look,
Because but you come on now. You can't put Jesus's place in the mix.
hey, you can.
You can't put Chick-fil-A in the mix
You can.
with.
You can.
No, you cannot. All right,
Can.
because they stand alone.
Look. Hey.
Chick-fil-A stands alone.
Funny fucking story. This I stand by like Chick-fil-A lemonade. Matter of fact, I went through and I can tell y'all my order verbatim. Whatever. I always get the number 12.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. It's the number 3 to 12 count. It's the nuggets. I always get the fries and the drink upsize, and I want
Boom.
lemonade, no ice.
Yeah.
All right. Now I went through Chick-fil-A one time, and the chick told me like, "Oh my God, like no, like like we're out of lemonade right now. Like they're making some more like that." And I looked at her like, "Fuck you, man. Y'all out of lemonade?
Y'all out of something?
Hold on." I told her, I was like, "Never mind, thank you." And I started to drive off. Why the fuck did she run? Look, she ran up to my fucking truck. She had her hand over the earpiece. She was like, my bad. They just told me like we have some in there. We have some made now. All right. I said that's why I fucking love y'all.
You got it. You've got to love Chick-fil-A.
Look, she ran. Look,
gotta love
ran
Chick-fil-A.
after. Look, she ran after my fucking truck. No, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. We have lemonade now. We have lemonade.
Wow. You gotta love Chick-fil-A. You gotta love Chick-fil-A. I took my kids to Chick-fil-A the other night, and we go order. So they have of course they have a line, and it's the most organized line.
Yeah.
You know, Chick-fil-A always keeps a line.
They do.
But what's amazing is that Chick-fil-A is the only line that black folks are willing to go wait in. It's the only line that we're willing to be like, we don't ever say that's the line.
Hey.
We never say that.
Hey, when that
Right?
when that panorama hit, it was only a couple places that were open.
Man.
A couple that stayed open late, and then look, that Chick-fil-A line was a mile long.
A mile long, and we were sitting up in there.
I was like, look, you know what, man? You know, like, I got this new album I ain't listened to yet. Might as well. Hey,
I got some time. Hey, I ain't really going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I can't really get out the house. I'm in the car. They got their mask on. I got my mask on. Nobody's touching anything. All right, cool. Let's go do it. We sit in the line. Mm-hmm. We go to Chick-fil-A, and it is so like a weld oil machine. Okay.
Yeah.
We're 9 cars back from the fucking window. I mean, so we're far. One dude comes up with the guy he's training. Hey, let me take your order. What can I get for you? What's your name? I'm like, man, I'm in my car, man. I don't really tell you my name, but we got to know your name. What's your name? All right, I tell him my name. He puts my order in, right? We drive up. Another motherfucker comes up and like, hey, did somebody get your order? I say, yeah, way back there. Awesome. Here's your receipt.
Yep.
I didn't ask you for that, but okay, appreciate it. Mm-hmm. You drive around, and this is what gets you, the delivery zone. There's a delivery zone at Chick-fil-A, right?
Is.
You drive up into the delivery zone, and there's people outside of the window.
Hey, they know the fucking order.
They know the order.
Hey, are you Cole?
Are you?
All right. Have a nice day. Do you need anything else?
Winston, you need more Chick-fil-A sauce? Hold on. They will reach their ass in that window.
Where they had me. See, this is my Jerry Maguire right now. Where you had me at hello, it was where when I ordered my number 3 to 12 count. Will you be having any sauce with that today?
Mm-hmm.
Barbecue. How many do you need?
How many do you need?
That devil on my shoulder was thinking about. Why'd I go and see? I went to fucking commercial board right
did.
there. That devil on my shoulder.
The devil on my shoulder.
The devil on my shoulder was thinking about every time that I've ever been to McDonald's and asked for a fucking second pack of barbecue sauce.
And they charged me 38 cents.
Charged me 38 cents. Whatever. Them motherfuckers, look, I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to give them, SAT word, I'm just going to give them an astronomical number.
Just throw it out there.
Just throw the fuck out there.
Throw it out there. See what
I said, look, how many do you need? I said 6. Is that it? Do you need more? Do you need Polynesian sauce? Do you need?
They run down their whole menu of sauces.
The whole fucking.
This was my Jerry Maguire moment. All right, this is when it was open. All right, this was pre-pandemic. You could dine inside. Okay, so you dine inside and you get your order. They call your name, you get your order. So then you go and you can go get you some sauces. Well, over on the side is the sauces that people don't use. Okay. So let's say you ordered 6, but you only use 4 of them. So your other 2, you don't throw them away. You put them in the don't I haven't used these sauces cup and basket. And then all these sauces are just there for you to just take at your leisure. So my ass being who I am, I saw this basket of sauces and I asked for an extra bag.
Oh my God.
And I grabbed my extra bag and I walked over to these sauces and I grabbed the entire handful of sauces, put them in my extra bag, and now they are sitting in my junk drawer.
My God. Look,
Yeah, man.
hey.
That was my job. I said, man, Chick-fil-A, y'all are so giving.
They are. Hold on, I gotta answer this question. Because T West said, "Who's calling us? We doing the show?" That is our shirt. This is our shirt lady or whatever. So there's more vibe merch on the way. If you have not gotten your vibe merch, we need you to go to www.midweekvibes. That's with an S.com. Go to the merch. Order you some shit.
Order you some merch.
Tap into the vibe. We got more merch on the way.
And you can place your order right there on the website.
Right there on the website.
You don't have to DM us or nothing.
Nothing.
Yes, y'all. We done streamlined and we done got up to date with the technologies. You just put it right into the website and boom, we'll get your merch to you.
Get it right to you and right to black-owned businesses.
Let's do it. All right, so this week's Black Owned Business is, of course, brought to you by our partners at Assist for You, who will take care of all of your small business needs and your social media needs. So make sure you check them out at www.assistforyou.com. So this week's Black Owned Business is, we taking it to the South, baby. South Dallas Cafe, Southern Style Cooking for over 20 years. Right now, they got the dinner special. All right, the dinner special, Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 7 p.m. Chicken, fried or baked, spaghetti, and chicken tetrazzini. You can find them at 7035 Marvin D. Love Freeway, Dallas, Texas, 75237, on the corner of 67 and Camp Wisdom. Telephone number 214-337-9200. If you want to know exactly where they are, they're right there by what we call Redbird Mall. And Blackbird Mall to those that's grew up around it. So
or if you're gentrified, Southwest Center
Mall. All right. So that's where it is. That is our Black Owned Business of the Week. South Dallas Cafe, Southern Style Cooking for over 20 years.
All right. Now on to the album of the week.
Let's get it.
And I said coming into this show, I'm going to get back to playing music that nobody's ever fucking heard.
Woo!
That off the radio shit, that commercial shit.
Yeah.
That y'all need in y'all fucking catalog.
Yeah.
Right? Got a little bougie, got in the fucking studio, and start giving y'all commercial shit. Now this shit is time. It's time to get back.
Keep it to who we are. We the vibe, bitch.
We the fucking vibe. We set the fucking vibe. We're the vibe standard.
Said that's so aggressive.
We like to give y'all that vibration.
That vibe.
There you go. All right. So, album of the week comes from.
Vibrate.
Write this artist down. She goes by India Shawn. India Shawn. All right. And like we always do, I'm gonna let this shit rock for a minute.
Let it rock for.
Hey, IG, you guys get to hear it too. All right.
Hey.
At the right time. Now you're cold, cause you ain't felt the so free. Guess that's cause you ain't met a woman like me. Love too sweet. Got a taste and now you can't speak. My love got you weak. Got see. I'm too sweet.
India Shawn.
So dope.
The album is entitled.
So dope.
The album is entitled Before We Go.
So dope.
Look,
so dope.
Before we go. It's a must get.
Look at, man. I told you the other day, I called you, I said, man, these independent artists are tearing up these mainstream artists, man. These independent artists they're killing the game right now.
Because everything is so fucking wide open these days that it's been that way. It's been that way for at least like the last 8 years, whatever. That you don't need a fucking record label anymore. You don't need the machine. You don't need that industry.
Facts.
All right. Really now, everything's at your fucking disposal.
It's on you now at this point.
Hey.
At this point, it's on you, the artist, to bring it and show what sets you apart. You're gonna get if you got good music, you got good shit, man. The people are gonna buy into it. Bottom line,
Tory Lanez made $1 million. $1 million fucking in a amount of 10 minutes. He sold his album as NFTs.
NFTs. Yep. And
And
he
his-
gets the million.
He gets the million, and his fucking fans are making money off that shit because they can sell the song, the NFT, to other people, bro. Like it's so fucking
crazy.
Matter of fact, Midweek Vibe is about to be sold on NFTs.
We about to
goddamn.
we about to get a midweek vibe NFT. You better
About to
get ready to
that
get
shit. About to get
the
that shit.
You man.
Fuck.
Yup. Okay.
Let's go. All right.
Shit.
And speaking of going, we have to say bye.
We do.
Just for now. Just to let y'all know. If you are in Dallas, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, this weekend,
Woo!
this weekend,
It's about to
November 21st.
Yes.
From 4 to 10 p.m.
Yes.
Podcast Fest. All right. Go to our page. We will post the location.
The location.
Location, all that shit. But we
Yeah.
can tell you it's from 4 to 10.
Yeah.
It is. Come here.
Give him the finger. Give him the finger and tell him.
Hold on.
Give him the finger and tell him.
Come here. It is free. It's for look, FREEE.
It's free.
It is free. And it's a networking event.
Absolutely.
It's a networking event. There's 7 different podcasts, including Midweek Vibe, that will be on
Boom.
at 6:50 precisely.
That's when we go on.
All right, that's when we go on. There will be musical guests.
Boom.
There are food vendors.
Boom.
There's alcohol for all you
Yes.
lushes out there. All right,
It's gonna be a good time.
It's a whole nother fucking good time. Another way to kick off your Thanksgiving week. All right.
And most of y'all gonna be off that damn week
Look,
anyway, so
look.
ain't no big deal. Or if you ain't off, you ain't gonna be fucking working really when
You're
you go
not.
in on Monday and Tuesday. So thick. Fuck, come hang with
A
us.
lot of y'all don't go to sleep till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Anyway.
Count how many fucking minutes you got till your goddamn alarm go off.
I got 2 hours left. All right,
Exactly.
I'll be fine.
I got 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh, if I fall asleep now.
I'll be able to squeeze. See, traffic on 35 don't go until I can squeeze another 10 minutes.
I can.
out of sleep.
And this
All
what?
right?
This what, Tuesday? Yeah, I'll be all
Tuesday.
right.
Other than that, catch Midweek Vibe on every site that you can catch a fucking podcast.
The major ones
The major ones. We're the top 6 in the world.
in the world.
In the world, Craig. In the world.
All
All right. Spotify,
Boom.
Apple Podcasts,
Boom.
Pandora,
Boom.
iHeartRadio.
Boom.
That's that 4. We're on Audible.
Yep.
Yeah. Are we on Amazon?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Yeah. See, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. Also, if look, then in the major one, if you want to catch all the antics you want to catch, like our faces and everything else, both of us, pause. Facebook Live. Is where
Live.
it is. Facebook Live is where you can catch all this shit.
Go to our
Share it.
Facebook.
Look, share it, like it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, we'll reiterate this shit again. Vibe merch.
Get your merch.
Check out the website. Vibe
Get your
merch is
merch.
on there. You know, www.midweekvibes.com. All right. It's been another episode of Midweek Vibe. I'm your
Yes,
boy
it has.
Cobain. That is Draper Winston.
I am.
Until next week.
Till next week.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.